Hello folks, this is Aitaraja from inspiredtorise.com, and today we have the U-Unique here with us for a full unboxing and review of this device. The U-Unique that we have over here comes with a very decent box. U-Unique, as is visible over here, the logo unique. The names that these guys come out with are really unique. And let us just see what else is there. You Play God, the logo, and what else is inside. On the inside you have, let us just zoom in on this a little bit more. So this is the box that it comes in. The device is priced at 5,000 rupees, which is the main selling point of this device. A 4G device which is priced so low at 5,000 rupees. And now I guess it's the time that we unbox this whole thing. So let us just start the unboxing process. So we have unboxed this whole thing, and let us just see what's inside the box. Inside the box you get the U device. Looks great on a first glance. The U-Unique device, 4.7 inch satin rings on the back. Satin rings on the back look really great. The whole design, look and feel of the device is awesome, and the color over here feels really great in hand. Now let us just see what's inside the box apart from this. And apart from this, what you have inside the box is, over here you get the headphones, which are earbud style design, in ear. And apart from that you get the USB cable, USB adapter, and what else, just that's it. And then you get the screen protector for the device, along with the warranty card and SAR information and everything else. So we have unboxed the device, and the U-Unique is here in front of us, and we are greeted by a welcome screen. Now let us just remove this that we have. English United States, okay enough. And insert SIM cards, we will just skip this. The phone comes with micro SIM cards, dual micro SIM cards. Select WLAN, so we have a nice WLAN over here. So guys, this is the U-Unique device here with us in front of us, and let us just show you more about this device. The U-Unique device, here is the front camera, here is the earpiece, and apart from that these are the capacitive buttons. There are this is the volume rocker on the right hand side, and the volume rocker is with the power button, as was seen on the Euphoria. And apart from that, as is visible on the back, the satin rings are on the back, and we have the camera on the back and the flash. U, designed by U, assembled in China. The speaker grill is over here. So this was all for the design. In terms of what's inside the hood, the smartphone has Android 5.1.1, which is actually in Cyanogen mod. The Cyanogen mod, the latest version of Cyanogen mod, comes in the operating system in the phone. So it's pretty much stock Android inside the box, and it runs really great. The performance was really great. Switching between apps was really easy, and it feels really great to just switch between the apps in the app drawer. And for a smartphone which has a 4.7 inch display, the overall quality was really great, and it feels really solid in hand. Showing you the innards of the smartphone. The smartphone comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 410 chipset, 1.21 GHz quad core processor, and to the Adreno 306 GPU at 400 MHz. And the model number is U4711, 1280 to 720 pixels, and the overall pixel density is really great. It shows wrong over here, it's above 300 pixels per inch, and the RAM is 1 GB of RAM, and 5.1 Android operating system. Battery is 2000 mAh, and the temperature right now is pretty high. This should not be the case. and we will just show you in the later parts of our review how the temperature does stack up when you are playing a game or when you are running the benchmarks and everything. And let us just test the Antutu benchmark on the smartphone. So the 3D test on the Antutu benchmark is running right now. The U-Unique smartphone comes with 8 GB of onboard storage, 1 GB of RAM, and it has a 2000 mAh battery which is expected to last through the day. And the frames per second rate right now is 3.5, not something really great enough. 3.0, 2.5, it's really low. Let us just see at the end how much does the score exactly come out to be. Right now the overall performance is not that great in terms of rendering, but still it's only a 5000 rupees smartphone. You can't expect the world out of it. We will soon test the camera quality and etc of this device. So let us just wait for the benchmark to finish. So we got a score of around 19,488, which is a respectable score for such a great budget device, and it's below the Asus Zenfone 5. So the score is of around 19,488. These are all the advanced statistics for those people who want to see all of this. And let us just see the temperature right now, because we ran the benchmark. Let us just go to the thermal temperature. Battery 38.1, 53.0. So the temperature got really high. The phone got really heated up. The phone scores a score of around 54.3 frames per second on the Nina Mark II, where the highest score is around 60 frames per second, which is achieved by many high-end flagship phones. The device scores around 13,296 on the Quadrant Standard benchmark. So that's a respectable score, not that great enough, not that bad. The U-Unique scored a decent score of around 372 on single core score and 1071 multi-core score. The total available space to user is around 5 to 4.5 GB, which is really less on the smartphone. Swiping through open task is a breeze on the smartphone. The overall way in which you can swipe through open cards and it does not lag even while scrolling any of those is really great in terms of multitasking. For people who multitask a lot, the smartphone does hold it up against its own and does run all of those applications easily. So I can just go forward to play music on any instant and just initiate my track. And let us just show you a 4K HD test. We have just one video, which is a 4K HD video, and we would run this video. So the video is running right now, and we would just wait for overall. So the video lost sound at some points, but still the fact that it is able to play many frames without skipping is a testimony of the device's quality in itself. But still the audio does lose at some points and there is noticeable lag in the video. So you can't play a 4K HD video in the 5000 rupees smartphone, but still you can run 4G on the smartphone. That's one of the great features. And let us just test the volume output. We have many songs over here. Let us just test the volume output on this. So the volume output is okay enough. The back speaker provides decent enough volume, but one of the bad things is if you keep it on a flat surface like this, the volume just does go away. If you keep it on your bed or something, the volume does go away. So that is one of the design flaws, that when you keep it on a flat surface, the volume goes away. But still it's one of the great performing speakers because the audio was decently clear enough and the overall performance is great enough. This is the maximum volume. So let us just move forward and test few of the other things. So the camera on this device, the back camera is an 8 megapixel camera, while the front camera is a 2 megapixel camera. This is a picture taken from the front camera, 2 megapixel camera. The details were sufficiently clear enough even from a 2 megapixel camera, but it also suffices to say that it was taken during daylight, so it all came out really clear. So the daylight selfies came out clear, and this is a macro shot taken from the back camera. The focus is pretty decent enough, and this is an HDR shot taken from the 8 megapixel back camera. The 8 megapixel back camera performs good enough. For a 5000 rupees smartphone, this camera is great and the details come out to be really great. And this is just another textual photograph that we took, but still clarity is good enough. And so all in all, the camera of the smartphone is great performing. And apart from that, what else settings do you get? You get the auto mode magic. When you go to the settings, you have flash mode, store location, picture size, picture quality, countdown timer, continuous shot, face detection is on. By default, face detection is very funny on this camera. When when your face is in front of the camera, and if you are not smiling, it would show a different type of smiling, and if you are smiling, it would show a smiling face. ISO auto, ZSD, exposure, white balance auto, red eye. You can even enable red eye detection. So that's one of the cool things built in directly to the camera. So guys, and it is able to capture full HD video from the back camera. So that's also one of the cool things about the unique smartphone. The name itself is unique. So let us just test few more things about this. We will just play a game, little game, Asphalt 8 we have over here. Let us just start this game and play this. So the race has begun right now, and as is visible till now, there are no dropped frames. I can play Asphalt 8 2 on the smartphone with ease. So I'm just able to show my dismal performance over here. Okay, I got it. So let us just move it forward, push it forward. Till now the game is playable, but the device is awkwardly hot on the back. It's too hot on the back. Let us just move forward with this, and we will see how far can we go without breaking this. Till now the game is really playable. There are no noticeable signs of lag. Even in this animation we could not see any lag right now. This also is clear enough, decently enough, but the phone is very hot, and I would love to see a temperature test just performed right now. So we will do that right now. Let me just finish this up a little bit more, just break few more things. So this was all for the game, and let us just see the temperature right now, how heated up it is right now. So let us just go ahead and let us just see the temperature. (61°C). That was 42 degrees Celsius on the battery and 61 degrees Celsius on the thermal control while playing the game. So in case right now our room is really heated up, but still, in case you are playing for really long durations, the phone is gonna get awkwardly hot. It is hot on the back from here and here. Even the screen is damn hot right now. So in case you are really going to play the game, it's gonna get really hot. And if you are going to game a lot on this device, then please don't, because of the fact that it does heat up. The 410 chipset on the phone does heat up significantly on gaming. Feels hot even right now. So guys, all in all, the phone has a really great battery. The price point is really great. The camera is great. The operating system on the phone, CyanogenOS 12.1 is great. 5.1.1 Android, and the overall look and feel and build quality of the device is just excellent. So people who are just looking for their first budget smartphone should consider this phone. In case they want to do really heavy gaming, then they should consider something else which does not heat up that much. But still, apart from all of the minor heating issues, the phone is really great as a budget performer and as a day-to-day performer, and almost stock feel on the phone makes it really easy to use. And the touchscreen is also really responsive enough. Everything on this phone just fits, and it does not feel at all like a 5,000 rupee smartphone. It feels like a much premium smartphone. So guys, this was all for our unique review. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is Aitan Ajha from InspiredToRise.com signing off, folks. Stay inspired to rise.